So today, let's journey back in time. We're going to crack open the original 1001 Nights and uncover the real story, the epic and surprisingly dark tale of a character you only think you know, Aladdin.
Yeah, that's right. Because the story you've seen, the one from the movies, that's just a tiny sliver of the original. The real tale is so much darker. It's grander, and believe me, it is far more complex. So let's dive right in. All right, our story begins with the boy and the sorcerer. We're talking about a reckless youth and a very deceptive stranger. See, it doesn't start with some charming street rat, not at all. It begins with a deeply flawed young man and an absolute master of manipulation. And get this, forget Arabia? The original story is actually set in China. I know, right? And Aladdin himself? Well, he's no lovable rogue. The original text describes him as reckless, lazy, a kid who has completely shirked all responsibility since his father died, causing his poor mother just immense grief. He's this aimless youth, which, makes him the perfect target for manipulation. And right on cue, that's when a stranger arrives. This sorcerer, he is something else, a true master of deception. He travels all the way from Africa with one person, and one person only in his sights, Aladdin. He weaves this incredibly intricate lie, claiming to be the long-lost brother of Aladdin's dead father. He showers Aladdin and his mother with gifts, buys their affection, and just like that, he has their complete and total trust. But you have to ask yourself, right? What does he truly want? I mean, what could a powerful sorcerer from halfway across the world possibly want with a lazy, aimless boy like Aladdin? That question, that's the engine that drives this entire story. Because it's not just about gold or jewels. It's about a very specific, world-altering kind of power. Now we come to the cave and the genies. This is all about betrayal, magic, and impossible power. You see, that power the sorcerer wants, it lies buried deep within the earth. And his true plan is just about to unfold, leading to a shocking betrayal and the unleashing of magic beyond your wildest imagination.
So, here's what happens. The sorcerer leads Aladdin out to this hidden cave, a place that only Aladdin, this specific boy, can enter. And what's the prize inside? Just a simple, old oil lamp. But when Aladdin gets the lamp and hesitates for just a second to hand it over, the sorcerer's friendly mask just melts away. In a fit of rage, he seals the cave shut, leaving Aladdin entombed in total darkness for 3 agonizing days.
So he's trapped in the dark, completely hopeless. In his despair, he's just wringing his hands, praying, and in that moment, he accidentally rubs the small ring the sorcerer had given him earlier, supposedly for protection. It seems like such a minor detail, a forgotten little trinket. But that one accidental touch, it changes absolutely everything. Because suddenly, a genie materializes right in front of him. But hold on, this is not the all-powerful, wisecracking genie you're thinking of. This is something else entirely, a really important detail that's been lost in almost every modern version of the story. You see, and this is absolutely crucial to the original tale, there are 2 genies. The one from the ring genie, he's powerful, sure, but his abilities are much more limited. Think of him as a personal protector. He can get Aladdin out of a jam, transport him places, but he can't, conjure up a palace out of thin air. The genie of the lamp, on the other hand, that one wields nearly limitless cosmic power. One is a rescuer, the other is a world changer. Which brings us to our next chapter, from rags to royalty. This is about wielding the lamp to win a kingdom. Because after the ring genie helps him escape, Aladdin makes it home with both the ring and the lamp. And when his mother tries to clean the dusty old lamp to sell it, well, that's when his ambitions suddenly start to soar far beyond just surviving. See, he catches just a single glimpse of the Sultan's daughter, the Princess Badr Buldur, and in that instant, he decides he absolutely must marry her. But, you can't just marry a princess. To win her hand, he has to present the Sultan with a bride price, a gift of truly unimaginable wealth. So he turns to the lamp genie and asks for a gift that would be worthy of a princess. And the sheer scale of what the genie creates, well, it's best summed up by just one number: 40. 40? What does that mean? It means 40 massive, solid gold basins, each one overflowing with the most priceless jewels you can imagine. And each basin is carried by one of 40 magnificently dressed slaves. I mean, this is the lamp's power on full display. The Sultan is so completely dumbfounded by this impossible show of wealth that he agrees to the marriage right there on the spot. And that leads us to the final act, the price of power, because an old enemy is about to return for revenge. So Aladdin gets it all, right? The palace, the princess, the power, he's on top of the world. But a magical lamp that can conjure armies and palaces, that kind of power doesn't go unnoticed forever. Thousands of miles away in Africa, the sorcerer sees it all happening in his magic, and he begins to plot his revenge. New lamps for old. He comes back, but not with an army or some big magical fight. No, he comes back with cunning. He just wanders the streets right below Aladdin's palace, calling out that famous phrase. And the princess, who has no idea about the lamp's magic, thinks she's doing a nice thing for her husband. She sees the dusty old thing and trades it for a shiny new one. A terrible, terrible mistake. And just like that, everything vanishes. The palace, the princess, the lamp, gone in the blink of an eye. The sorcerer, now the master of the lamp, wishes the entire palace, with Princess Badroulbadour still inside it, all the way to his home in Africa. Imagine Aladdin coming home to find nothing but an empty plot of land and a furious, heartbroken Sultan. So this sets up the ultimate question. How can magic fight magic? Think about it. Aladdin has just lost his greatest weapon, his ace in the hole. The sorcerer now has the cosmic power of the lamp. So how on earth can Aladdin possibly fight back with only his own wits and the much weaker magic of the ring? Well, here's how the incredible climax unfolds. First, he uses the ring genie, his only remaining magic, to travel to Africa and track down his palace. Then, he reunites with the princess, and together they devise a plan to trick and kill the sorcerer. But wait, the story still doesn't end there, because the sorcerer has an even more powerful brother who shows up seeking vengeance, forcing Aladdin into one final deadly battle. After defeating both the sorcerer and his brother, Aladdin finally returns home truly victorious. And he comes back not as the boy he was, but as the master of his own fate. See, he didn't just win a princess, he earned his throne. He's no longer that reckless, lazy kid we met at the beginning. He's been forged in the fires of betrayal and battle, and he's emerged as a true ruler. Which really leaves us with one final, big question to think about. This epic tale of Aladdin isn't just a simple story about magic wishes. It's about a flawed person who is handed immense, unbelievable power and has to learn how to control not just the magic, but himself, just to survive. So I'll leave you with this. What's the true magic here? Is it in the lamp? Or is it in the character of the one who wields it?